Hey, it's Jack. I wanted to publish here on my YouTube channel for the Online Real Estate Academy a market update I just did for Plymouth in March of 2021. So it's actually April 6th, and this reflects the update for March that just finished, 2021. And why I wanted to do this for you is kind of just demonstrate the type of content that I'm providing that provides what we call social proof. So when people say, is Jack a real estate agent that knows what he's talking about? Well, here's his videos. This confirms or ratifies somebody's idea or referral that you had. So, should I call Sally? Well, does Sally know what she's talking about? Oh, well, look at here. Sally has a bunch of videos about real estate prices in my town. And if you don't like to make videos, that's fine. You can do the same thing using these statistics from the MLSPIN. All of this data that I got was from the MLSPIN. You could use it in a written blog post. You can make an audio. Do whatever you want. Just create graphs if you want. By the way, I'll be taking these videos. I've been making them for a couple months now. I take them and dice them into little nuggets of graphs that I sprinkle throughout my social channels, especially Facebook, over the next couple of months. And so I'm just providing this here, and I think I'll continue to post them for the next couple of months, just to give you an idea of what the type of content that you could be creating that would back up the type of other work that you're doing, which is, of course, asking for referrals, primarily calling your base, people that you know, and asking them, hey, do they know anybody that's buying or selling in the next 30 to 90 days? They're much more likely to refer you if you have demonstrated through your video, blog post, whatever, that you actually know what you're talking about, right? They're much more likely to recommend you if they themselves have confidence in your abilities. And the only way to do that nowadays is to demonstrate that through content creation. So that's what the purpose of this video is. I'm going to post it up here for you to show it. It's like 8 minutes. I think it's worth it to actually kind of see what you can do with the data from the MLS PIN. And I put this together, in say like 2 hours or something like that. Worth it, worth my time. And if you do it consistently, it really creates a volume and a track record of content, which I think people depend upon. Oh, that's one of you, one of my students on the phone. I got to go check that. Hey, enjoy the video. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hey, it's Jack with your monthly Plymouth real estate market update. And similar to last month, it's all about the inventory. Take a look at this chart here. At the end of last month, we had a whopping 33 houses on the market in Plymouth, townwide. That's single-family homes. A year ago, just kind of like at the beginning of the virus, when the virus hit, we had 153. So, yeah, 153 at the end of March 2020, down to 33 at the end of March 2021. Now, that's all the single-family homes for sale as of March 31st, 2021. It's just a snapshot, day versus day, year over year. Let me give you a larger historical trend just to give you an idea of how low the inventory is in Plymouth. And I think actually, I was just talking to one of my other agents just a few minutes ago, this probably be replicated in many, many other locations across the state. Take a look at this trend chart from the beginning of last year. Look at this chart of inventory on the market on the first of the month in Plymouth over a little bit more than a year, starting in February of 2020 until April of 2021. So you can tell the trend. The trend is down. There's just not much on the market. It's not that things don't sell. Things are selling and things are moving very, very quickly. It's just that it hits the market and boom, it's gone fairly soon. I mean, this trend line is definitive. And what's very disturbing about this trend line, you can see here, this would have been your bump up that you would expect to have in the beginning of a spring market where more properties come on the market. I'm looking out the window today. It's a beautiful spring day. It's 55, maybe almost 60. April 6th. People start to put their properties on the market in the beginning of the spring. It's a beautiful time to go out, shopping, go see houses. And you see that little bump up in the beginning of 2020 right there. You see it right there. And wow, look at the corresponding bump up. Yeah, oh boy, that's not a bump. That is, that's going nowhere, apparently. And that's what it looks like for the spring. There's just nothing on the market, so to speak. Imagine if you were looking for a single-family home in Plymouth, there's 33 to choose from. Now, let's say you wanted a 3-bedroom, for instance. So you're going to get rid of all the 1-bedrooms and 2-bedrooms, and how many do you really have left to choose from? Not many. It's very, very tight. And that's really good news for sellers. A year ago, sellers were selling their homes, getting an offer, days to offer, 50 days to offer. Now, the days to offer are 20. DTO, days to offer. That's real estate talk. In other words, people are accepting an offer on their home in about 3 weeks, a little bit less than 3 weeks. That is, wow. What a difference between last year, which was 50 days. Now it's less than half that. So the market moves very quickly. It's just, if you have a house, you're going to sell it. You're going to sell it. It's not going to be hard to sell. The question is whether or not you're going to get the best deal for it, because with buyers really eager, you're going to be very, very careful to accept the correct offer. There might be escalation clauses that are going on. Some people might waive a clause. Some people, like an inspection clause, they might waive that. They might actually purposely bid over what it's going to be appraised for in order to win the bid, and then later in the back end of the negotiation try to get a lower price because of the appraisal comes in below the agreed upon price, and they kind of knew that anyways. So you can't fall for that trick. So you got to be really careful as a seller, kind of sifting through these offers to see what really is the best offer to take. It's not always the highest price offer, because sometimes the highest price offer really isn't the highest price. And you need to have some interpretation of what you're looking at rather than just the bottom line, because there could be some nuance there about what makes one offer a little bit better than the other, even though the prices are close. Prices are up, as you would imagine, in this environment. A year ago, our prices were $441 on average last March. This year, $490. $490, your average sales price for a single-family home in Plymouth in March. So that's a huge bump up, as you can imagine, in this environment, from $440 to $490. That's $50,000 effectively. So things are selling quicker and for more money. There's no other way to describe that. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with this little bit of nugget. This is the ratio between the original sales price and the final sales price. So a year ago, sellers were getting 98% of their list price in last March 2020. This March, or this March that just finished, 2021, they got 102%. So you might say that's only 4%, but actually that represents thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's very important to understand this number. Basically, this means that on average in March of 2021, houses sold in Plymouth for 102% of their list price. I don't remember a month where we've actually had over 100%. We've had quite a few months that have been at 99 and 98, but 102? I don't know if I've seen that before. So, back a decade ago, it would be like 93, 94. And each one of these percentage points is a boatload of money. And you really need to understand what you're listing it for, because the list price right now in Plymouth is starting to be basically the opening bid. There's a very important nuance, especially if you're a buyer. When you see a property on the market for $450, understand it probably not going to sell for $450. It probably sell for like $460 or something like that, a little bit more. And you got to understand, if you're looking for something at 450, you should really be looking at properties that are listed at 435, 440, because the list price is just the opening bid. A while back, it used to be the list price was kind of like aspirational. Oh, if we got 450 to be great. Now the list price is like the opening bid, and not people are not marking it up to mark it down. Oh, no. That strategy is out the window. What they're doing is marketing in that, hey, this is the minimum I'll take, and I'm probably going to be selling it for more. So, and then they are. I mean, the market is rewarding sellers. This is a seller's market like you've never seen before, and probably will never see again either. So, yeah, if you're selling, you got to make it to the shade. Buyer, gonna be tough out there. And as I said, warned earlier, you got to, as you're a seller, you do got to be able to interpret these offers, because some of them are not as great as they seem. All right, hey, I'm Jack Gately, real estate broker in Plymouth. If you want to buy, sell, or join my agency, hit me up. Have a great day. Bye-bye.